Hello and welcome to my application to enter in the Carnegie Hall. And now, just for you, I'm going to read the works of Kant, an awesome philosopher. Oh wait, that's not the right tape. Okay, now, how did I become a brony? Whew. This is going to be quite a backstory, so I'll try to speed it up. We have to go back all the way to 2010. So I have these two friends. One is Scottish and the other lives in Oklahoma, okay? So my friend from Oklahoma, he starts telling me, hey, have you heard about this new show of My Little Pony? And I am like, no, I didn't hear anything about it. What's about it? And he's like, oh, it has like a new animation and it's different from the original, the characters are better. And I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe I'll give it a try, because I never said no to anything. And I am a huge fan of animation. I love animated movies, because I don't consider animation something for kids. Animation is not a genre, it's a tool to tell a story, something Pixar has been teaching us since 1995. So I kept postponing watching My Little Pony, postponing it and postponing. I was iffy about it, so I postponed it. And then we get to December 2010. And this is the part of the story that gets quite interesting, you know. I got called for a job interview, okay? And I go to the job interview, and it goes great, and they pick me. Awesome, that's great, that's brilliant. So I get the job, I go to the job, and like 2 or 3 weeks later, I lose it, because I'm an idiot, and I screw it up. It was my fault. I'm not going to try to dress it up or something. No, it was my fault. And actually, you know, the day they kicked me out, 24th of December. Very gloomy, not happy. I was really down, I was really depressed, and I carried that depression for quite a while. So I am like that for like a couple of months, and then we get to February 2011. This friend of mine, this friend from Oklahoma, he comes back to me again. Have you watched the new My Little Pony? And I am like, no, I haven't watched it yet. And he's like, do you want to watch it? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's give it a look, because right now I need something cheerful, I need something happy, and I need something to lift up my spirits. And I'm like, okay, so let me contact my friend from Scotland, and I'm not saying names here, and we are going to watch it together. So I call him, I say, hey man, let's watch this show together, like, can you introduce me to it? And he's like, yeah, sure, we watched the first 2 episodes, let's see what you think of it. When I was watching it, I was actually very snarky about it. I was making very snarky, very sarcastic comments about the show. Like kind of like riffing on it. Like when it starts with the book and everything, oh, it's like a Disney movie, how original. Or when the theme song appeared, I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? This is so girly, I don't want to watch it, it's too cutesy. The sugar levels are going up, skyrocketing, man. So past the theme song, they start presenting the characters. Well, you all know how the show goes, the first episode goes. If you are a brony, you know that. I recall my reactions very vividly. Applejack shows up, and I am like, well, now that's my favorite character, because I liked her energy. Then Rainbow Dash shows up, and I am like, hey look, a boy! There is a male pony in the show. And then my Scottish friend, he's like, no, that's a girl. And I'm like, that's a girl? That's not a girl. That's not a girl, that pony has a schlong. Rarity shows up, and I'm like, I hate this character already. I didn't like her. At the start, I really hated her, because of how girly, frilly and old-fashioned related she was. I thought she was going to be a completely flat character. Then Fluttershy shows up, and my Scottish friend is like, that's my favorite because she's so adorable. And I had to admit, when I first saw it, I thought it was kind of cute, the way she was recoiling and going back. And then Pinkie Pie shows up, and I'm like, I'm sorry Rarity, now this is the character I hate the most. I didn't like Pinkie Pie, and it took me a while until I actually liked her. The episode keeps moving forward. Nightmare Moon appears, she gives her ultimatum, and then to be continued. And I'm like, what? You're not doing this to me, where is episode 2? I love when a TV show ends with a to be continued. That is brilliant. That's a perfect way to hook me up. It's like, to be continued. What is the next episode? I need to watch it. So, we find the second episode. It was actually right there in the video recommendations. I watched it and I was surprised how quickly can you give depth and personality to these characters. I was like, okay, if it can surprise me, I will give it another. I will keep watching episodes. Maybe I will find it. I will find something to it. I will find an edge to it. And I ended up finding it. It took me up to episode 6, Ghostbusters, when the great and powerful Trixie shows up. And when at the end of that episode, when Twilight is fighting against the Ursa Minor, and she uses her powers to vanquish it to the Everfree Forest. And I love those moments where the character is like using all her powers, she's putting everything into it, she's fighting, she's basically working her ass to get that thing done. I love it when characters do that. And that was the moment when I realized I was watching a very special show. So I was like, okay, I'm sold, I'm in, next episode please. And then the rest is history. So yeah, everything started because I got depressed after losing a job in Christmas. This is going to be interesting actually. You know, I think I'm going to end this video with a letter to Princess Celestia. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned that I should have never opened a YouTube channel. Favorite character? Well, yeah, Dashi. Rainbow Dash is my favorite character, mostly because I can identify, I get identified with her in a lot of aspects. Like, we both have safety, like security issues. Like I'm a very insecure person, but when something needs to be done, I do it. I don't hesitate. And many times I slam my head against a lot of things. I rush into problems without thinking about it. So yeah, Dashi and I, we share a lot in common. And from now on, she's going to stay on the video. Okay, favorite episode? Sonic Rainbow. Very easy. You know, there is one funny thing about Sonic Rainbow. If you connect my heart, if you connect me to a heart rate machine, when the Sonic Rainbow happens, my heart rate will go from 80 to 130 in just a bit. That episode is thrilling. That is the perfect example of huge build-up and awesome payoff. That episode is like an 18-minute build-up for a 30-second payoff, and it's brilliant. Very good work there, people. Did I bought any ponies? Well, aside from Dashi, I'm only going to show you the other two that I got, which are Cheerilee and Twilight. And if you saw my previous video, you also saw that I posted on YouTube. You also saw that I bought a lot of other toys, but I only bought them because of the figurines, not because of anything else. Have I made anything pony related? You know, here's just a selection of the fan art that I made. This is like 10% of what I have drawn. Yes, I have no life. I also wrote 4 fanfics. A crossover of Inception and My Little Pony. I'm not kidding. A shipping story between Octavia and Luna. Another shipping story between Twilight and Cheerilee. But the last one a little bit more lesser. 4th one, I don't talk about that one. Moving on. Oh, but I also made, this is the last thing I made, a custom pony of Octavia. Because she is my favorite background pony, and she's awesome. And I want to see more of her in season 2. The last question. What do I hope to see in the future? Well, I want to see flying cars and banks that don't screw you up and... Oh wait, you're talking about My Little Pony, right? Okay. What do I want to see in the future for this show? More of the same. Yeah, I hope they don't jump in the bandwagon of the bronies and start making references to the Pony Wars on 4chan, to Equestria Daily, anything. They already did that in the promos, and they already did that also on Bridal Maid's billboard. So I really hope they don't do more than that. It's a cartoon for 5-year-old girls, guys. You have to keep it consistent, okay? I'd love to see more of the morals. I'd love to see more of the more adult jokes like the punch getting spiked or Huffy the Magic Dragon. That would be kind of fun. I want to see more of Derpy. I want to see more of Luna. She doesn't get loved enough. I want to see more seasons. I want to see season 2. I want to see the new theme made by Daniel Ingram. Yeah, and I think that's about it. That was cool. Man. Ooh, what do you say? We're going to watch a few episodes now. What do you say, Dashi? I think we should kill a hitchhiker. Okay, I'm putting this thing down. But anyway, that was it. So, just to finish this video, thank you, people of Hasbro. Thank you, Studio B. Thank you, Lauren Faust. Thank you for making something that has put so many people out of their sad moments, like out of their miserable times, like me. Thank you all.